I'm Dr. Saeed Rafii, reporting from ESMO 2025 in Berlin. Emirates Oncology Society is very pleased to bring you the update. I would like to share the exciting highlights from important MDT-BRIDGE clinical trial. MDT-BRIDGE is a phase 2 study that explores a multidisciplinary or MDT-guided approach for patients with resectable or borderline resectable stage 2B to stage 3B non-small cell lung cancer. All patients received 2 cycles of neoadjuvant Durvalumab plus platinum-based chemotherapy, followed by reassessment by a multidisciplinary team. Based on the reassessment, patients either proceeded to surgery followed by adjuvant Durvalumab or to definite chemoradiotherapy followed by Durvalumab. The design truly bridges the surgical and radiation pathway, adapting treatment to each patient's response. The results presented here at ESMO 2025 and are very encouraging. At this interim analysis, the surgical resection rate was approximately 86% in all patients, 93% in patients with baseline resectable disease, and 71% in patients with baseline borderline resectable disease, with 94% of patients achieving R0 resection across the entire population. Among those who underwent surgery, approximately 28% of patients at reassessment achieved pathological complete response, suggesting deep tumor eradication. Safety outcomes were reassuring, with no unexpected immune-related toxicities. A few patients had AEs requiring discontinuation of Durvalumab. These findings built on what we have learned from AEGEAN and PACIFIC trials with Durvalumab. Additionally, MDT-BRIDGE added a real-world layer by integrating multidisciplinary decision-making throughout the treatment course. A longer follow-up is obviously needed. However, these early data are promising a step forward for patients with locally advanced non-small cell lung cancer. On behalf of Emirates Oncology Society, we are proud to bring this critical update and look forward to seeing how MDT-BRIDGE study shapes future standard of care for non-small cell lung cancer patients. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Ibrahim, reporting from ESMO Berlin on behalf of the Emirates Oncology Society. I'm here to share some exciting highlights from the MDT-BRIDGE trial, one of the most discussed studies in this year's Congress. Before the MDT-BRIDGE, we witnessed immunotherapy broaden treatment options for patients with resectable and unresectable non-small cell lung cancer. In AEGEAN perspective, Durvalumab plus adjuvant CT versus neoadjuvant chemotherapy alone significantly improved pathological complete response and event-free survival in patients with resectable non-small cell lung cancer. In PACIFIC, consolidation with Durvalumab significantly improves progression-free survival and overall survival with patients with unresectable stage 3 non-small cell lung cancer after definitive chemotherapy. Today, MDT-BRIDGE is the first global study to prospectively test neoadjuvant immunotherapy and chemotherapy in patients with borderline resectable non-small cell lung cancer. All patients received 2 cycles of neoadjuvant Durvalumab plus platinum-based chemotherapy, followed by reassessment by an MDT. Based on that reassessment, patients either proceeded to surgery followed by adjuvant Durvalumab or definitive chemoradiotherapy followed by Durvalumab. At the interim analysis presented at ESMO, 95% of patients with sufficient follow-up received either surgery or chemoradiotherapy. Overall, 85.7% of patients received definitive resection, suggesting that MDT reassessment after 2 cycles of Durvalumab plus chemotherapy resulted in expansion of the resectable cohort. 94.6% of patients deemed resectable at baseline remained resectable at reassessment. 82% of patients considered borderline resectable at baseline were reassessed as resectable despite the larger population in this trial. Resection outcomes were consistent with those in the AEGEAN trial. Initiation of the neoadjuvant treatment with Durvalumab and chemotherapy and close MDT follow-up could allow more patients to receive curative intent treatment, which is surgery or chemoradiotherapy. MDT-BRIDGE adds a real-world layer by integrating multidisciplinary decision-making throughout the treatment course while building on what we've learned from the AEGEAN and the PACIFIC trials with Durvalumab. On behalf of the Emirates Oncology Society, we're proud to bring you these critical updates and looking forward to seeing how multidisciplinary tumor board MDT-BRIDGE study shapes the futures and the standard of care.